I'm Cormac Sweeney in Ottawa. Too many Canadians have been reporting harassment in the workplace while they're simply trying to do their jobs. And today, the Trudeau government introduced legislation that aims to tackle this troubling and widespread problem.
From teasing and bullying all the way to sexual harassment and physical and sexual violence.
The bill lays out a clear framework in the Labour Code for how federally regulated employers are to handle harassment complaints. It would require them to investigate and report on any complaints made. It would give employees the option of informal resolutions or third-party investigations, and it would provide staff with enhanced supports and privacy protections.
In order to ensure that potential victims have the confidence to come forward.
Now, this plan is being released at a time when the spotlight is placed on harassment scandals in Hollywood, but the strategy has been months in the making. Recent consultations from the federal government found 60% of respondents reported some form of harassment on the job in the last 2 years, but most didn't report the incident out of fear of retribution. Those who did also complained their cases were ignored or not handled properly. While the government hopes this bill can help fix these problems, it acknowledges regulations alone can't change workplace cultures that tolerate this type of behavior.
Where power imbalances and gender norms create and reinforce all kinds of unacceptable behaviors. It's going to take all of us together, employers, employees, and citizens, to change this culture.
While these proposed changes will impact many employees across the country, they don't apply for every job. As I mentioned earlier, it's for federally regulated workplaces. So in the public sector, that applies for people who work for Crown corporations, federal departments, on Parliament Hill, or for the RCMP. In the private sector, it's for industries like oil and gas, nuclear energy, telecommunications, trucking, and even banking. So if you're waitstaff at a restaurant or working in a retail store, you fall under provincial jurisdiction. The federal opposition doesn't have any serious criticisms of the plan put forward by the government, and these new rules, while announced today, won't actually come into effect, likely for another year. In Ottawa, Cormac Sweeney, City News.